Yeah, hands down, got the best flow. Sound on some special. Sound boy stereo, this my Wayne Perry flow. Down on nothing my Wayne Perry though. District of Columbia, guns on your tumblers. Fucking hands and retweets it. 140 characters in the streets. Caught in my lap and y'all only flagging on beats. Caught in my lap and I happen to be received. International, bring back the Concord. Numbers don't lie, check the scoreboard. Time for. Coming up, coming down, right wing, she hit in my crown. Bad bitch, H time. Keep it chill, y'all keep fucking around. Coming up, coming down, right clean, she hit in my crown. Bad bitch, H time. Keep it chill, y'all keep fucking around. Hold up. I'm pop Molly, I got time for.
Independent, they sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I
Words. Motherfucker never loved her. Motherfucker never loved her. Yeah. Gang. Yeah. Man, that shit I said about you, I ain't like that, they ain't like that. Man, I'm 7'6" tools, I'm to his face and he can't fight that. Niggas talking about who they killed in her. With my pipe, it ain't no lie, I don't need no cagitation. First get so white, touch, I'm a gangster. You ain't never from the other side, ain't died yet. I ain't taking threats, man, they killed your man, ain't died yet. Told him take your shit, I can't argue with him, back. Since you looking like you killing, grab your gun and slide back. Me and my I just got back here from the battle mission team. Look, ain't break off a Beyblade full of string and watch the speed. Ain't no coming back from shit, I'm not the type to make a beat. Feel how sugar TSA, the only place I'm checking me. And get you good, but got your men, I heard they pull the truth. They celebrating cracker, ain't no on their watch for truth. I'm just stuck on what you said. What the fuck you mean you still? They can't keep me off their mind, I'm trying to put one in their head. Versus what I beat. Now you talking about is my beat. They playing both sides, look where you go fuck around. ATL picking the block like every day trying to shoot some. OTM stand on their feet as I let you put on my plate. You ain't never from the other side, ain't died yet. I ain't taking threats, man, they killed your man, ain't died yet. Told him take your shit, I can't argue with him, back. Since you looking like you killing, grab your gun and slide back. Me 750, I ain't get fresh out with my straps. How much cash they got for G? Tell them we gon' triple that. Finesse the boy, told him I ain't like it, he said send it back. All my brothers case dismissed, we got a royal, you won't rank. Boy, your life gon' cost you back. All the boys got on the neck. Tell your big brother he next. Try to fit how I attack. My big bro that told me chill around. I'm like, fuck all that. Niggas smoke, they smoking till they lungs loud. I told him I do that rack. Hurry now, we got shooters on it. Trouble tag. That's the last nigga try to touch the jet. Ain't no out running that. Look like they get red. What I do, go to the crib and spit it in and spit it in and spit it in. It's summer kid. Said some talking shit, but they still ain't saying they saying go trap this bitch out to the finish, go run it up, what you say? I thought them pussy hoes said some I go when I'm talking, you little jealous, cut off, cause she spoke on the business. Go, hundreds and fifties, can't walk but that for a penny, you know that's a stupid decision, I'm in first with it. I shot a shot at my nigga, bitch, really didn't think before I did, don't make it make sense, please. Luckily, I was on phone, the last hoe kept my receipt, my ones are good. Make sure I got him for a refund, I gave him back to the street. Wherever I rep, put the set on the chain, I'm thugging you already know how I got. You ain't got money, but niggas be lying. I love all the life, so I get out the rain. I'm Benny and Pittis, I tell my teeth. You got a new chicken and
shit without me. Nice little nigga riding in the phone on East Hill. Look at these niggas COVID-19. Riding and walking, trying to keep the cup shake. Came up like Giannis, I can pick a ball. Man, I folded the chopper right there in this truck. I'm just being honest, I can get you to it. Put you in a blender, I can get you such. I see the comments, but with the mothers. I know it's hurt, she soft outside. Be worried with you, lay up and say to these bitches, they can't hold water. I thought a bro nigga said some talking shit, but they still ain't saying. They saying no trap this bitch out to the fence. Come running up, What she say? I thought a pussy hoe said some I know when I'm talking, you listen gently. Cut her off cause she spoke on the business. Go. I thought a nigga who walked what I do, but he can't get his bitch back. Said some tough. Is it true that he posted another nigga money prize? If I put this fast on baby son, I thought a hoe that we speaking of me would be fucking a broke nigga said some lessons. Hold up, little bitch, get a nigga that's lick on the whole low. Get a bread from Skol. Rappers look at me spinning, but I ain't fucking with a like a richer nigga. Let me know what time it is. The bag with a run take. I know you got it. I'm supposed to be smell proof. Bust out the back and see that he need his little boy child. This picture price confident on like copy, so get it right. She feeling over, but I want some head first. I don't even wanna know what the pussy like. Tripping too close to fall, so I'm out. It's crazy, my I got shot, but I ain't calling the site. Slow up. I come around, niggas gon' put they over. These bitches stay on my channel. Yeah, must see me on TV. Yeah, it took me 6 hours to count a meal. Exactly, I'm accurate with the cheese. Yeah, big bag, what? I thought a bro nigga said some shit, but they still ain't saying. They saying no trap this bitch out to the fence. Come running up, What she say? I thought a pussy hoe said some I know when I'm talking, you listen gently. Cut her off cause she spoke on the business. Go. Live from the fucking carpet. I ain't talking about big money. I ain't talking no big money. I ain't talking no big money, bitch. Reporting live from the gutter, high body motherfucker, talking big money shit, bitch. Feel the back, cause never had shit. Then we gotta know someone go on our head trip. Talk to this bitch just to get an answer. I know I'm still falling down on my last bitch. Smell the baby hungry on the back. I think it's all not enough to cut back. I watched my brother give up on me like a maverick. I went back inside the head and counted up and started laughing. I went back inside the head and counted up and started laughing. You taking on my wrist up for some real fresh. Wake up in the house, I look up, I see bills everywhere. I see girls everywhere. I see skills everywhere. I see hills everywhere. I keep bills everywhere. Part inside the room, candy out in the lyrics. I'm paying for that thing, I ain't started drinking beer. They fucking trap I live. Came out clean, I ain't clean my nigga shit. Just imagine you were living lavish in the shit. Wake up in the crib, pool, sitting on the hill. I just need some nigga with me, that's what keep it real. Got a lot of bitches, I just pay the bills. Money make me feel good, but now she make me feel good. Don't look in that drama, how they beautiful, chill. Don't stop calling on them motherfuckers like I'm on my last damn dollar. Running live from the fucking carpet. I ain't talking about some big money. I ain't talking no big money. I ain't talking no big money, bitch.
Reporting live from the gutter, I fight this motherfucker, it's not even a discussion. And I got my niggas with me, yeah. She gon' end up dipping with me, yeah. And I got it tripping off the yeah.
Who you? How great y'all now?
Southside, C12, 911, to the reality, still outside. Mine in the riches, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive.
Shut your mother to the stomach. Live from the gutter, dog, yeah. She don't want pets, but I'm a dog, yeah.
That's how you know we live.
And she love it, dog, yeah. And she love it, dog, yeah. On the billboards, all we do is pop shit. Soon as nightfall, it's when we lock in. It's for my niggas on that bullshit and that nonsense. It's for my dogs that go through Bruce with the chopsticks. Woo! And we gon' miss you. They don't wanna smoke, they don't wanna miss you. But these
bubbles just up on my head of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. No time.
We the best music. Another one. Ass pussy nigga hit top. Pussy niggas more skinny in the box. We don't love you no more. We don't love you no more. Shit ain't been the same since I came through in that hot shit. They gon' talk about you, you ain't got shit. They gon' talk about you when you got shit. All eyes on me, come on, watch it. Y'all rap niggas on some pop shit. I've been ducking paparazzi with a pop bit. Clock 30 in the cockpit. Sipping out and conversating with the pod. Nigga, you a kid, I've been fucking double winners. I'm a double kids with the motherfucking niggas in the finish in the whole time. You can see me and say you only been around top. No, I'm all let me straight. New hit, wait, women on me looking like a nigga stand. I be on the one that bet so they ain't care. Trying to whip up on the empty man. And the fuck niggas getting mad. Fuck your brain, I'm gonna come and get your ass. Fuck your best, fuck your best, nigga. Fuck your cock, I'm a cock, it's the best. Ever since we hit the
more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pork cup, toast to the winners, throw it up.
What a drums at.
First off, let me talk my...
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, VJ. Scouting your opponent, not just a showed up.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Yeah, he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 more on that one and another first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Come on. Hey.
They start the drive with Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. In motion, the tight end. second down, they go right back to Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when, as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, off into great success.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. Right side to Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go. Second down. They'll set up a throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. O.J. Howard, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions have moved out in front. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 1. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Second and 11.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Back to the ground, Cook. And some room to work. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They run it again with Cook. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's what you call stringing the play out. I know he was looking for a spot to get upfield, but they gave him nowhere to cut, nowhere to find a place to make it into the secondary, and they forced him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10.
14. Lions 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, you'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back to throw here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hockenson from 21 yards away. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
It's a room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And his throw is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he pumped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Back to throw again.
It completes it once more to Anderson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. O.J. Howard. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions get a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Lions 17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 66 yards.
And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Right side to Williams. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, 1st down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
From 17 yards out.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
24. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, they'll run to Nwangu. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 4. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Davis Price on first. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Lions have recovered.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the 4th. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
79 Broncos.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage is in lockdown mode everywhere.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sly able to put this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Being chased out left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Minnesota. 59 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Up the middle, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They try again with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This for the lead in the final stages. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, some time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
19
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one was accepted. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Minnesota, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.
touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown. I hope y'all can S-double-E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can S-T-O-P. Came to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't